The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.
Yes, it's All for Sci-Fi. Here we go.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
You're not sorry, Dave,
If
at all.
you knew the power of the dark side, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
My, Captain Richter, you muted your mic.
I'll be back.
Yes, you will.
Hey, motherfucker.
There he is.
It's a trap!
It's Captain Richter, turn it off the microphone.
That's right.
The needs of the many outweigh
The needs of the few.
The needs of the few.
or the one. Do or do not. There is no try.
Yes.
There's my big city. Bring it back. Put my cat back.
Prosper.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Hey!
No.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Out of the
DeLorean?
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the
castle. Think it'll work?
I think it will.
Goodbye.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Stop saying that!
I see dead people.
So what?
I'm rude.
You said that.
Why so serious?
I think it's time for all
I volunteer! I volunteer as tribute.
What I do is not up to you.
Chewie. We're home.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
I'm one with the Force. Is the Force with you?
I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
Yes, it is. Welcome to the Force and All for Sci-Fi. Everybody, I'm your host, Eric Walker, and next to me is...
Captain Richter, Trickster, and don't ever call me late for any type of food. I'm the garbage disposal. Just invite me over.
Yeah. He eats so much food, yet he still doesn't gain weight. I don't understand
true.
that. If I eat like a bird, I gain weight. Hey, Dante, welcome to the show.
Oh, Dante, how you doing?
Yeah. We had... Did you watch that fight yesterday with Tyson and Jake Paul?
I watched only a preview. I watched the highlights of it. That's it.
Oh, wow. That's something to talk about.
Netflix went out on me.
It was going out. The way I had streaming issues, I had to keep restarting it. But the ratings came out, and they had over 120 million people watching it. That's why
That's why it crashed.
Yeah, I kept restarting it. Missed parts of it, but that's okay. But in other news, I heard that Jake Paul has now offered a fight to the former president Jimmy Carter, who's 100. So he's going to fight him next.
Really? That would be really that'd be a marvelous thing to do.
Yeah,
He
likes to fight old people.
Yeah, he likes to beat up on old people.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, it's like
'cause that's all you can fight.
Yeah, I mean, even News said, "What's going on with these people?" They're like, "I like that old guy, but you know, you could tell Mike Tyson, his age really showed."
Oh, of course it does. At 59, what do you think?
I know, right?
No.
But can you imagine? Can you imagine if Jake Paul fought him at 27?
Oh, he would have been knocked out for sure.
In the first round.
Of course he would have been.
And my wife has never watched boxing, but she watched it with me.
That's amazing.
And she said the same things. You know, she said it wasn't fair. Oh, she didn't like what happened with that lady headbutting the other lady and cutting her eye.
Oh, yeah.
She said that other woman was beating her and she had to cheat, and she didn't like that.
Cheated a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the previews. I didn't watch the whole fight.
It was the best fight of the whole thing. That and the two Mexicans that were fighting. Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was good. except for the old, the senior dance at the end.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
yeah. So yeah, so
He
and
he, he was hitting him. He was hitting him, but just didn't. His punches weren't as solid like they used to be when he was 27 years old.
Well, I mean, in Jake Paul, I'll give him some props. He even said when he saw Tyson was slowing down, he knew he probably could go for a knockout, but he had respect for him. That's a great thing, right?
That's true. That is
But,
true.
just don't fight, people that are twice your age, though. That's more respectable.
Yeah. How many rounds was it? Or
It
how
was
many
8
rounds did they go?
They went the whole way. 8 rounds.
All 8 rounds?
Yep.
Wow.
And I think he knocked Tyson down for a brief second or whatever, near the end. But yeah, Dante said he didn't see it. So it's not that it was fixed. It seemed like I didn't think it was fixed. There's this thing on the social media where everybody wants to say everything's fixed or everything's like this way or that way. There's stuff leaking about there was a script or something, and I read the script and I saw the fight, and it wasn't the same as the script wasn't the same as the fight. So I don't think that's possible. Anyway, that was
no. It's hard to follow a script for the fight.
They're
not wrestlers where they can have a script and they have it all the way down to the cue because they practice at it.
Right. We got a little bit of lag going on here. Anyway,
yeah, we do.
Yep. What do you want to do next? What do you do first?
Let's do Silo season 2.
Silo. We had the Silo on Apple Plus. Silo was a pretty good show. We enjoyed it last season. Season 2 premiered this week with 1 episode, and it's going to be, I think, every Thursday or Friday. I have to look it up.
Yeah.
I know it's later in the week. At the end of season 1 of Silo, she got her wish to go outside to see if it was a lie. And the second season kind of picks up where that's at. I think it's called The Engineer, the first episode, or Engineer. Let's give the official All for Sci-Fi rating for Silo. Season 2 premiere gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of 4.5 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm going to give it the same.
Yeah. It was kind of suspenseful. We see her outside, and then we find out that basically it really did happen. It's all, the nuclear war happened. That's why they were there. She's like walking over thousands and thousands of dead bodies. Apparently the silo itself they were all built next to each other, not far. So she walks over to another silo where they had already had a revolt and went outside, and everybody in that silo died because of it.
Wow.
And then at the end, there's a twist where she hears some music and she goes to see it. And apparently it looks like someone's in a prison, or it's a red. There's a keypad and it's red, so you can't get in where he's at.
Right.
And it's a guy, and he opens up this window and he says, "I played the music to see you because I heard you out there. I wanted to know if you'd come." And then he looks at her and says, "You tried to open up the door. If you do that again, I'm going to kill you." And then it ended. So
he's probably a killer. That's probably why they put him in there by himself.
And he had this weird looking eye, like both eyes were different colors. So it ended on a cliffhanger. So
yes, it did.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
Yes, Dante, I'm home. I'm home today. I'll be home probably for a long time.
Yeah, Captain Trickster is home because of the situation that happened with my wife, which we haven't really announced too much on social media, but she's going to be off work for at least a year, probably. She had a major surgery in her brain. I don't want to go into any details, but God is good. I could say that.
He is.
He saved her, and she's getting better every day. So let me see. What was my favorite scene? I think that last scene was my favorite scene. I mean, it was very engaging. She at one point she fell down the silo into the water, which was kind of interesting.
Well, they always had water down there in that silo.
Well, of course, for them to drink. Yeah. But apparently that the silo that revolted flooded everything underneath, all the stuff underneath. Once you get far enough down,
right?
So
surprised that that's surprised she even walked in there, but she did anyway, just to make sure no one else was alive. in that silo.
You
That
know,
one silo.
and they showed why it showed them revolting, and the people that revolted was the sheriff and all the other people. Which was
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hey, you know what? Thank you, Dante. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Watch it. I probably would have given it a higher rating, but it's the first episode. I don't want to give it a 5-star. It's
No,
not the Mandalorian, right? So
that's true. But
Which,
but the Skeleton Crew is coming out December 3rd,
yes,
and
Skeleton
you get and
Yeah.
you're getting two episodes on that one
yes,
on December 3rd. So
right. And I
That's-
don't know what episode it is, but we're gonna get an appearance by Teak.
yeah,
The original Teak, not
Mhm.
Nikki Patello, but there's a long story, and you could read it in my book about what happened. But Teak was
Yep.
supposed to be like a puppet, like Yoda, so and ended up being like an Ewok, but different, So
Mhm.
and that's thanks to Wilford Brimley, who actually helped Nikki, which is
Yeah.
great
That's true.
because she was only doing stunts for Warwick Davis as Wicket.
Oh, if you're talking about that, Warwick Davis,
Yeah.
there's a new food show out. It's called the Harry Potter Baking Wizardry.
Right.
And this coming week, they're supposed to be going to the vault where they kept all the stuff.
Great.
He's there.
Oh, great.
He's actually there. He's actually right there. So
That's good. He's doing some other charity too, involving Star Wars as well. Yeah, I did hear about Rory. Congratulations, Rory Ross got engaged to his girlfriend.
Oh,
That's
cool.
awesome.
That
Love
was
is great.
Yes.
What else? That's about it for Silo.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yep. Oh, that
This
was a good episode.
Yeah, this episode was called Starbase 80.
Mhm.
The dreaded Starbase that nobody wants to go to.
That's right.
As you know, at All for Sci-Fi, we have a rating system of 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars is the best. If it's 3 stars or less, we don't recommend streaming it. Star Trek Lower Decks is on Paramount Plus. Starbase 80 episode gets an official All for Sci-Fi rating of 4.65 stars. What do you give it, Captain Rickster?
I'm gonna give it a 4.75.
Ooh, a little bit better.
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
I like the part where Mariner was arguing with her mother about going down, and she was like that up in the air with her hands, and on the bridge deck.
Oh, please
That
don't
was
let me
funny.
go there. I don't want to go there. Oh,
That's right.
yeah. No.
She was arguing with her mother.
Yeah. Star Trek season 5, Lower Decks.
Yeah, they're pulling all the stops out on this one though.
It's the final season.
Yeah,
from what I
they're pulling
understand.
out the stops. That's for sure.
Yeah, and yeah. So I mean, it's good. It's going pretty good. Also, tomorrow we have the premiere on Max. If any of you guys have Max out there, which used to be part of HBO, but it's now called Max Streaming. Tomorrow, the Dune Prophecy series starts. So next week,
6 o'clock 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah. So
For
next
us, it's 9. It's 9 o'clock for Easter time.
Yeah. So next week we'll have, of course, Dune Prophecy,
Yep.
another Star Trek Lower Decks, another Silo.
Yep.
What else is coming out? There's, well, you said already. We have the stuff coming out for
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. So
That's
we got that
December
coming in
3rd.
December.
If any of you people have kids out there, I would go see Red One. It's about Santa Claus, and it's a real excellent movie. I went to it today, and I really enjoyed it. This is probably the best Christmas movie I've ever seen in a long time. So,
Right.
it is
Yeah. I mean,
great.
the previews look good. So maybe I'll take New to go see Red One.
Yeah.
And get her out.
It's well worth it.
What else do we have coming out? Let's get back into Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yeah.
Again, do not let your children see Star Trek
No.
Lower Decks.
No, it's not for kids. It's for
It's not for kids, no.
young adults and older people who knows and understands what's going on.
Like I was saying last week, it's nice to have a show that's for adults. That's part of Star Trek.
Yeah.
I would like to have one for Star Wars. That's an
yes.
adult show as well. But yeah, I don't think we're ever going to get that because George Lucas made Star Wars for 12-year-olds.
Mhm. That's true.
One could wish.
Yep. But what
I
was your?
think the closest we got is Andor, right?
Yeah. What was your good? What was your good part in this one?
I mean, there were a lot of good scenes in it. I like the fact that engineer tricked them and kept showing up.
Oh yeah.
And then they found out that he was the engineer right at the end in the arcade.
Yep.
Also, it was a nice little twist at how they thought that, there was a curse to be on Starbase 80, but the curse was coming from the Cerritos.
Yes.
That was an interesting twist.
Yes, it was.
From the smart dolphins, or not dolphins, but they're whatever kind of mammal.
They're
not dolphins. I forgot.
Well, they're part of the dolphin family, but they're
yeah.
They come out of Florida. They're nice and white, like I come out of Florida. I can't remember the name. They're an endangered species, but they're trying to protect them.
Yeah, but they're smart and intelligent. And Star Trek.
Yes, they're very intelligent.
Yeah, but they caused all that because they had they had some sort of virus or something, and ended up on the floor. That was kind of interesting.
Yep. And then they interrogated that virus because the virus could talk.
Right. That was an interesting twist as well.
That was interesting.
Yeah, they're doing great. Star Trek Lower Decks, I highly recommend.
Yes.
Just don't watch it with your kids.
That's true. Wait till they're older.
Yeah, for sure. And then they'll get more of it. We're supposed to talk about Star Trek Prodigy season 2. We didn't bring it up. Did you watch it yet?
I only watched the last episode,
okay.
But I thought it was great.
Yeah, well, we'll wait till next week to talk about.
Yeah.
So next, Star Trek Prodigy is on Netflix, right? And you can binge watch the entire season. We said we were going to talk about it this week, but since we were busy this week, since we
we've been busy, and I've been tired too. Time I get home,
yeah,
we went to bed early and everything else, so I just haven't had time to watch it.
So next week, watch it this week, and we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah.
We'll do it that way.
I have to do it at work.
Doesn't matter. You just got to see it. It was a good week.
Oh, yeah.
It was a blessed week for sure. Okay, everybody, that's pretty much it. Well, as we always say it for all for sci-fi, go out this week and do one act of kindness, because it makes the world a better place, and it might inspire other people to do and pay it forward, do other acts of kindness.
Yes.
Outer Banks. No, we haven't seen Outer Banks.
I've seen Outer Banks, not the TV show, but I have seen it. It's a regular movie, if I remember right.
No, this is the TV show he's talking about, and just a new season just came out.
Oh, what's it on? Max?
I think it's on Netflix. I'm not certain, but Dante could let us know in the comments.
Yeah,
go out this week. Go ahead.
It says he's watching on Max right now.
That's not it. It's on Netflix.
No, Netflix.
I was
he's
right.
on my Netflix. Okay. Check that one out too.
Yeah, check it out. It looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, like I said, do something great for someone this week. Remember, the Force is with us always. Live long and prosper, Captain Trickster.
Oh, yes, and I will. And I'll definitely eat anything you have at home. Trust me.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, people, have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanksgiving is just right around the corner.
Yes,
so enjoy that with your family members or friends and family, whatever. We do decide how to sell it. Right. Celebrate it, I should say.
Sure.
So anyway, have a good one, guys.
All right.
Next week.
Bye.
The following feature presentation is part of the All for Sci-Fi Podcast Network.